Oh my, it is a box. A box from Amazon. So today I have ascertained a box of the original Dungeons & Dragons figures from the 2000s. And they're not very good. And I have mentioned them several times, but let's look then at how not good they are. Okay. I did have one left over from my old collection. I sold like all of it to go to Sweden. I had hundreds of them at one point. But yeah, the one that I do have that's not in this box is this Trihorn Behemoth, which is an uncommon. They actually had rarities back then, unlike these newer ones that I can't tell what's rare and what's not, and I just have to rely on what looks cool. What a sad way to go, having to rely on what's cool and not what's arbitrarily rare. So, let's see what we have. There should be 10 random figures in here from any of the old sets. I just stabbed myself, that's good. There were a lot of sets, and I stopped like not even halfway through all of them, because they just kept going and going. These ones don't have cards. They originally had cards to play the tabletop game with, but these apparently are just the figures. So, this box is taking up too much room. I'm just going to reach randomly in here and grab things. Oh, all the things are actually in the same little package. Why did they give me this huge box? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to not look as I take these out one by one. Okay, first one. Is that the Yonti Pureblood that we just opened last time? It is. That's not from the old sets. And now I have a double. I didn't think in all of my years I would have a double. Oh, that's why I purposefully don't get more than one of the same box. Oh well, there's a double. That's cool. This is a Earth Gnost fighter. Isn't Gnost a dessert or something? I don't know. He looked kind of cool. I think this is from a newer set too. I am so far heavily disappointed with how not terrible these are. Looks like a Druger. A Durger. This is a Svifnir. I can never say that. Rogue. So, yeah, it's an evil gnome rogue. And again, I don't think this is one of the old ones. It's not. This seller lied to me. But they are better than the old ones, so I guess I can't really complain. This guy looks like, I don't even know, he's so portly. And he's got a big cut through his face. It's different. This is Crag Ungart. Of course it is. With his giant sword that he's holding by the blade so he can bash people with the end of it. Here is the Mustard Man. Do you know the Mustard Man? The Mustard Man, the Mustard Man. Actually, he's a Gizzer monk, but he looks like he's mustard. I mean, Githzeri monk, yeah. Looks cool. Looks fine. I'm still disappointed at these not being terrible, because I wanted them to be terrible. It's the reason I got them. Okay, here is a homunculus, which you could never read in a million years. Notice how its belly button thing is way bigger than it is. If you look up close, you can actually tell that it's a homunculus. But from the top, it does not look like it's anything. And yeah, this stick is not pleasant. They could have just kept this on the ground, and I would have been way happier with it that way. Actually, this one's pretty bad. This one's from 2016, though, so it's another current one. But yeah, as far as these new ones go, this one's Not quite as bad as the old ones, but not very good. Ooh, I like this. It's a kinku. Kinkus are one of my favorite D&D races. The crow people. Rah. Yeah, kinku. Good mold. Decent paint. What I've come to expect from these newer figures. Okay, this is a ugly troll lady, it looks like, who's carrying a staff. What is this? It's a bugbear mystic. Okay, that makes sense. This one's face is not very good. Just whites in the eyes that are clearly dots of badly put on paint. The bow is a little too shiny. I mean, other than those details being off, it looks pretty good. Still looks a lot better than the old ones. I mean, really. This is ridiculous. This thing is so bad. It's just a big lump of Triceratops. We have another double. We've got the what's-his-face guy, Link. Kazi Alafandradandar, or whatever his name is. And lastly, well, at least we got something cool in this one. This one is a kobold. What kind of kobold? It's just a kobold, it says. A kobold with a pointy stick. There's no more dangerous things in the world than a kobold with a pointy stick. It's kind of all kobolds, though. They all have pointy sticks in one way or another. Looks fine. Not the best one of these I've seen, but yeah. I'm sorely disappointed. I thought these would be really bad, not just mediocre and, well, I say mediocre like a spoiled child. These are still so much better than the old ones, but oh, they're not the old ones. They're not the really bad ones. But I bought them, and here's the footage. So, there. Yes, in fact, I do know the Mustard Man.